Alright, welcome back everyone. So, it is now the 9th of December. Take a look at the clock. I know 6:42 in the morning, well, obviously Mars morning. Early morning. Doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to get sunlight. Oh yes it does. Excellent. So I've got a ton of tomatoes then. Of potatoes. I've got quite a few seed packs now. I've got 2 cases full. One of the cases is only a small case. I'll show you very quickly. So I already have the 9 packs in one case. And that's a junction that was in the back of the buggy, which I was going to bring in here anyway. I'm just going to store that in here just till I need it. So I've got these ones in here, which you've already seen. So I've packed another 4 in here. I've noticed something rather random about the potatoes. I've actually planted 8 lots of seed and I've only managed to get 2 plants back. So that's only replaced the seeds I'd used. You get 4 packs of four packs of seeds from each potato. But I've got loads. I've got tons. I've got them. They're in this cupboard here. These cupboards here. They're all. I've got some in the drawers down here as well. And so I'm not going to starve to death. It's not anytime soon. But I have noticed, as it gets later and later into the month, the sun seems to be getting higher. So eventually I'm not going to be able to grow anything here. So I really do need to get on and get the at least the hydroponics bit, the glass, the greenhouse actually built. Something else I did notice. Now I have edited my save game, but only to overcome what I saw as an oversight on the developer's part. Now in this scenario, in the North and the South Poles, I'm in the South Pole, you cannot get topsoil. You can't get Martian soil. In order to make fertile soil, you need Martian soil and 1 fertilizer. You need 5 units of Martian soil using a topsoil extractor and 1 unit of fertilizer. Now fertilizer is not a problem. I can do that. But what I noticed is that I can't get soil. I can't get Martian soil, so I can't make any more fertile soil. I only started. This tank here was only had 1,000 units of fertile soil in it. Plus it already had 60 units to take out. It's only down to 940 out of 1,000. Now from what I can work out, it takes 15 units. If that's the case, if the 60 units taken out of the barrel there, the tank, to fill each of these 4 window boxes with soil, that means that's 60, so that's 15 out for each one. So each hydroponics bay, I'm thinking, is going to take 15 out. So that's not a fantastic amount of hydroponics base I can actually make. It's not a great deal. It wouldn't support up to 10 people, especially considering I need to make sure, even during the dark months, summer basically, when there's hardly any sunlight coming up here, I need to make sure that they've got plenty of food. Of course, we're going to need to have resupplies. I'll just say that maybe a month, 3 months, 3 months worth. We'll say 3 months worth of supplies for food. So what I did was, anyway, back to the fertile soil. I edited the save file. Now I don't understand why each of these tanks can hold 3,500. I can't make these tanks. I'm going to make the large ones 9,500 and larger. But I still don't understand why these have all got 3,500 in, and this starts off with just 1,000. So I edited it and made it into 3,500. So I've got enough fertile soil to do whatever I need to do. Because I thought that was rather, like I said, I thought that it was an oversight on the developer's part, because obviously I can't get soil. I can't get Martian soil. If it was a problem, I wouldn't have done that. If I could have got some Martian soil out here somewhere, but obviously the top part, as I said before, is frozen. Alright, so anyway, that's enough of that. I've got plenty of food. So I'm going to go back out. I'm going to show you exactly what I've been working on for the past... it's the 9th, it's the 6th, I believe the last video ended on the 6th of December, so it's now the 9th, so you're talking about the past 3 days. Well, technically it's only just the beginning of the 3rd day, so it's technically only like 48 hours, but I've done a lot of work. So I'm going to go out, and I'm going to take a look. Let's put that on. No alerts, are there? No, that's fine. Right, so I've been hard at work. I've been splitting the iron oxide and aluminium oxide down into iron as well, rather than just throwing it away. I thought it was a bit stupid. And I also managed to rescue the tank that was on its side. That's how I managed to do it. But I had the tool out, and I noticed it highlighted the side of the tank that was next to it. So I attached it to the side of the other tank on its side, basically, and it allowed me to empty it out and then write it. So I've been hard at work. Okay, this is the tank that was on its side. So I attached it, then emptied it out. I don't need to keep a Mars atmosphere. That was a stupid mistake. That was an entire, I would say, 2 days worth. Well, not 2 days solid, just collecting Mars atmosphere, but it was an effort that was wasted. There's no reason to. Alright, so I've hardly got any Mars rock, so I need to move some drills about as well. So I put Mars rock in this tank, which had atmosphere in. I emptied the atmosphere out of this one. These two are already empty, or practically empty. So I'll put aluminium and iron in those. So I've also been splitting down atmosphere and getting water and splitting that down into hydrogen, because that was something that was disturbing. So I thought while I was just waiting for these tanks to be filled up, and the drills take quite a long time to fill up the 4 barrels, I thought I might just get on with doing something else. Alright, so I've got glass panes just in now. That's what I've been making. And a large 3D printer over here. I'll say structurally it's about halfway there. But something I've found to be rather problematic is being able to get up high enough to actually put not just the top panels of glass, but also these edges, which have been a bit problematic. So what I've done, I've improvised. Rather than spending the resources doing a staircase, you can't make ladders. Something I've noticed, you cannot make ladders. Oh god, not another one. Got a solar event coming in. So what I've done is I have improvised. I have used the an empty cable rail. I've no idea how I'm going to do the rest of it. I'm probably going to have to just waste something. I'm going to have to waste some resources. And just do a spiral staircase and just somehow attach it to the to here. Do like a scaffolding or something like that, which is going to be an absolute waste because I won't need to use anything like that for the base. But unfortunately, you can't make ladders. You can't just make a straight ladder, which is a bit weird. Right, so this is as far as I've got. Of course, in between me putting these panels together, I've got to go back out, swap barrels over, dodge radiation, I think it's in 40 seconds before the next one comes in, and change the position of each drill as it empties each square. Yeah, it is rather awkward getting up that high though. And it does take an extended amount of time getting up there using the cable reel there. Just give me a slight elevation, just enough just to get this top section on, but I've no idea I'm going to get the glass in place. I have no idea how I'm going to do that. It's definitely big enough. It should be. It's 6 by 10. Right. So that is as far as I've got. But the barrel holders are there. Two sets of 4, so it gives me 8 connections. I've done the large power connection on the back, which gives me 4 power. I have no idea whether I need more power. See, that's another thing. Like I said before, there's very little description of what you actually need to get anything working, including the building sections. There's no real description as to what they actually are for. So, yeah. So I've got aluminium, and I've been splitting hydrogen, like I said before. So I've got a nice stockpile of hydrogen. I've got 2,936 now. And that's just atmosphere. Splitting down from water. You get water from the atmosphere, and then you split it down into hydrogen and oxygen. Oxygen, obviously, I don't need any more. I've got 9,500. You can just get that. You never run out of oxygen. You never run out of atmosphere. It's just rather time consuming, but while you're waiting for the drills, I thought I might as well start doing that, because I'm going to need hydrogen at some point. Plastic. What that does concern me is how on earth I'm going to get this lot down to the lake bed. It's going to take quite a few trips and quite a few barrel swaps. So what I've been doing, I've been stopping, just putting Mars rock in there, stopping for so long till I actually need the silicon oxide, the iron and the aluminium, and then stockpiling it more. Obviously I've not used hardly any iron. You want to use iron for the actual solid piece, not the glass. That's aluminium and silicon oxide you need for those. So it's actually quite cheap to make, is the glass panes, which is a good thing because you need quite a lot of them, especially in a large when it comes to a large 3D printer. Okay, so I've got glass there. I'm just going to hop in here. So I need some more silicon oxide in that barrel. I've been using 3 aluminium and 3 silicon oxide, and I just sort of run back every 5 minutes, and so I can do a decent stack of glass. Let's hop in here. Then what I'll do is I will show you the whoa, in sunlight, you pillock. That's why the door's not on. That's the only thing about having no door. You've got to hide in the shadow. See, it was a nice day yesterday. It was like 80. It's only minus 88, 89 degrees Celsius. Now it's a bit colder. Now it's 96.1 degrees under freezing. I've noticed the atmospheric pressure changes as well. Normally it'd be 560 something. Now it's 477. So obviously it's bad weather. So we're losing pressure. So the time on Earth right now is 0740. It's 9th of December 2031. I've got about 2 hours worth of oxygen. Oops. Yeah, I'll put the what is that? I keep forgetting what I keep putting in here. Oh, silicon. Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. It's a bit of a waste doing like partial sort of silicon barrel and then only using a tiny little bit of it. Alright, so what I've had to do, I've had to transport all of this up there by hand. I've got drills to... It just stole my glass. It's done that before. That's twice now it's done that. It's stolen my glass. I wonder if it's because it's smashed. Oh yeah, that's a point. Me throwing glass about might not be such a good idea. Yes, that's something to be careful of. There we go. I wonder if that's how it works. Just disappears if it has too much of an impact. Too high an impact, maybe? I can't see that. I mean, they should have smashed just then. I don't think it'd be normal glass. Yeah, that's something to be careful of, though. Stealing my hard work. Yeah, it's quite involved. I thought plastic was, you know, was the height of involvement in this simulation. But I think I'm probably wrong. I think putting that together is probably more involved. You see the size of it. Right, so I've got... do I have anything else? Do I have... I've got exterior. Now you got steps like this, you got stairs. But there's no ladders. There's supports, walkways, panels. There are tunnels. Very handy things, especially building airlocks, large airlocks. But again, elevated door steps. But if I build that, yeah, I don't know. I could maybe do those. I could move them around. It'd be much easier to get up and down. I could actually, you know. I've got a low airlock. They'd actually basically go down, so you can actually create an elevated sort of platform, and it go down. So your airlock, so your base would technically be under the level of the platform, but I don't really see the point in doing that, to be honest. I can't really see the point in doing any of that. So I've got lights, which is what I was bothered about. So I found those. So I've got full power. That's 4 lights. Full power, but you can't actually just make a light to attach to a utility slot like that. So you put one of those in the ceiling and put a light on, but you can't do that. Another limitation. It's got critical, I've got modular. I wanted there we go, there's a staircase. A spiral staircase without spiral stairs without a railing. But the problem is, do I need to have a base? So they'll be completely useless for me inside the 3D printer. I have to be on the outside of the 3D printer. So something tells me I think those stairs would be better. Not those ones. like modular, wasn't it? Stairs. No, not those ones. I want the freestanding ones, don't I? There we go. So I need 40 iron. That's easy. It might make it make life a lot easier for me. What the devil happened there? Will definitely make it much easier for me. So I'm gonna take that. Take that, empty it out. Then fill up with iron. I need 20 iron, I suppose. Or is it 40 iron? Yeah, it'd be much easier using stairs, I suppose. As long as they do freestand. They should do. Should just be there. Just walk up them. I'm hoping the output. I'm just hoping they don't sort of move along. I suppose I could put them up against the edge. Then walk up them. But I'm going to have to sort of put something on the outside in order to put the glass on, aren't I? The glass roof, I'm going to have to put something up along the side so I can actually get up onto this side. Yeah, so I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to, like a scaffolding on the outside. Alright, let's get these built. See if I can actually do that. Right, so elevated door steps. Now that's got a base to it as well. We have to attach them, but I'm just hoping they'll just freestand. No, I'll need those anyway at some point. There we go. Full pan with interior stairs base. So that is the... Yeah, so you lay those on top. Ah, there we go. So you put those with those. So that's fine. As long as I don't need those. There we go. Yeah, so hopefully when I walk up them from this direction, I can trap those against the... We'll go and try and we'll go and see if it'll... We'll see if this will work. I can with the glass panels and put the glass panels in place. And then we'll be about putting the glass roof on after I've done the edges. I've done no corners. These sort of corners down here, or the top. So I've got the edges to do, which don't take long. Is that going to be high enough? I don't know. Is that going to be high enough? Well, I'm used to doing that on the top of the cable rail, but oh, damn it! So I might have to put something under. I might have to put something underneath it. Which part will make it all nice and sort of unstable. So that'll be fun. When I'm falling off and cracking the damn helmet. Alright, sorry. Yeah, that's what I was hoping would happen, but is that going to be high enough? There's only one way to find out. Yep, there's only one way to really find out, I suppose. Nice to try it. Try and see if I get a highlight with the pane of glass as I jump up on top of there. See if I can actually attach it. Don't need to leave it up there, at least I hope not. Yeah, distinctly lacking any way of actually getting up high enough. I mean, just a set of normal freestanding ladders that would attach to something. Just attach to the even if you have to put a base in for the ladders to attach to, wouldn't be so bad. But as it is right now, it is extremely difficult. I can't make the forklift unless I've got a larger printer. It's a bit of a catch-22 actually. I mean, you need a printer to build the forklift and anything large enough to get you up there, to elevate you up there. But you need the printer to get them, but you need them in order to build the printer. So it's not just a question of having people here to help. If there's a team of you, it would be a lot easier. But it's also about the fact I need... No, it's all way bloody around anyway. Another thing as well that's always seems to be awkward. I mean, I don't understand why there's a limitation as to which direction you have to attach them, man. Because surely they attach on each edge. So I don't get why that's limited. Am I high? Am I on these damn ladders? Yeah, I'm on the ladders and I'm not high enough. Well, that was a bit of aluminium and iron wasted. Oh, good grief. Good grief. Now, I've no idea who's supposed to actually do that, and don't smash it for crying out loud. Alright. I think it's another oversight by the developers, to be honest. Not having freestanding ladders, they can just attach to the side of here, a wall, so you can actually get up and then move them along as you complete each section. So it's just making it more awkward than it really needs to be. Now, I don't believe people will be sent to Mars with such a shoddy amount of tools. I know it's a game, but the only thing I can think of is can I attach those stairs to something else that will elevate them from the low position that they're actually at. Again, like I said, descriptions would help. You just don't know what things are for. So you're wasting time and resources trying to figure out what something is actually for. And just a little description would make it far easier. Concrete support base. That tells me a lot, you know, that tells me a huge amount of information there. Concrete support base. There you go. There's a concrete support. Well, what's it for? And what I don't know, I'm figuring out what 0G support base is even for. You don't make space stations from concrete blocks. I don't understand that. That's stairs for walkway. Stairs for walkway. Support frame with covered wall. That's a support frame. Now I can't. You can't attach anything unless it's actually locked down first of all. So there's just no way of actually doing anything as far as working out how to get high enough and still remain mobile enough to attach something up there. Have I done it too tall? I don't know. I don't think so. I can't guess I need about a minimum of 4 of those large glass sections vertically in order to build the largest thing, which is about 6.4 meters. I'm pretty much stuck just doing this. There's a walkway panel. So it would seem like I'm pretty much stuck with what I've got, using the empty cable rail, just reusing that as some sort of elevated platform for me to actually stand on. Because if I make one of those, there's no telling. I mean, size is, width, height is 1.6 meters. Oh yeah, 1.6 meters. 1.6 meters. Supports. That's only 1 meter. I've got one of those already. But if I put those stairs on top of that, they're going to fall straight through because you can't attach them unless you attach this first. We've got to do the base of the printer first. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. So what do I do? Magnesium oxide? Do one of those. It's 1.6 meters tall. That's about the same height as the cable wheel. It's not. It's a little bit higher than the. That might work. You can't fall through that, unlike the frame that I've already made. This thing up here, you can actually fall straight through it and fall off it. And it's only 1 meter tall, so I added a 10 on its side, which makes you rolling over and falling straight off. So I'm going to do this. No, I don't need those stairs anyway at some point, as I hope. There's some more junk for landfill on an untouched, unspoilt planet. Typical human being. Alright, so magnesium oxide. So I'll get with doing magnesium oxide, and then we'll see exactly whether I can use that concrete block, just drop it down, climb on top of it, then move it along. It'd be slightly more. I mean, I've rolled over and fallen off the top of the cable rail, so we'll see if that works.